Alrighty guys, welcome back to another edition of the Combustion Gamers Nascar Heat 4 Custom Paint Scheme. So here we go guys. So today we're going to be trying to make a Dale Jr. paint scheme. Let's get started. Alrighty guys, so we already got our numbers and stuff set up for Dale Jr.'s paint schemes. We got quite a few of them to do. We did a bit of an Instagram contest, let you vote which ones were the best. And the one we're about to do, this one right here, the Dale Jr. Mountain Dew, a classic paint scheme. This one is the winner, and we're going to do it first. So, did a lot of looking through all of the paint schemes in NASCAR Heat 4. Quite a few different paint schemes to look at, and it's kind of a hard paint scheme to do. Now there's a few options that we can do. We can do the flame job here, which gets you the front end in the green, also get the side profile and even the rear end, and you can kind of get the scheme to look that way. You have this scheme here, which has the top, so you could just go with the top end instead of the sides. There's a few different ones and variations you could really go with, but honestly, just to be able to get because I mean the side profile is the main feature really of the car, we're going to be going with this scheme right here. So this is really easy. This is your that scheme right there. You can probably do like that in just the white and then have the side profile, but we kind of got our colors almost already selected, but we're gonna go for a deeper green here. So it's just really hard to be able to get a scheme as close as possible to what you're working with. That's a little bit, that's not dark enough actually. Hold on, go back. Let's see here, because it's a pretty dark green. I think that's pretty much the same as that. No, you can see it a little bit. Okay, yeah. So you're want to go into your secondaries and go all the way down. That'll get you that dark green. We already got the red stripe there, kind of. But let me look here. We're gonna update that just a little bit, get that a little bit brighter in the secondary reds. I think it's actually gonna be that right there. Yeah, that looks good. So I mean, the obvious problem, guys, is just with the paint schemes you're allowed to have, you don't have that top stripe going all the way from the front end all the way to the back, and that's really a bummer. But this is kind of what we have to go with. And of course, if you want the true 88, you got to go with those leaning forward 88s instead of your small leaning backwards. You gotta lean forwards. But anyways, there you go. So we got the side profile, but the sponsors are going to be the ones that are kind of tricky, but hopefully we can use those to our advantage. Also too, we're going to have your all blacked out wheels right there. Now let's look at the sponsors. Now obviously the Mountain Dew that we have, it's got that lime green. We need something to go with the dark green that we have. So we're looking for a logo that has red, white, and also some dark green. So there's not really a whole lot of paint schemes with that. You have the Hunt Brothers, so that's really the closest thing you have in the logos with that. I mean, you kind of get away with that, but there's no red in it, so you can't really go with that. Yeah, that's actually a pretty tricky scheme to do. Scream. I'm going to scream because it's tricky. That's true. But yeah, what you're going to end up going with is, if you want that white and that green and that red, the closest thing you're going to get to it with is Hunt Brothers Pizza. So we're going with that, guys. So obviously, down here we have Amp Energy, and Eris looks almost exactly like it. Yeah, I mean, that looks awesome. Cool, okay. So there we go. We got that. That was, like, really easy. I gotta remember which way I'm going. Hunt Brothers. So there we go. We got, I mean, the only reason I'm going with that is because it has the green, it has the red, and it has the white. I mean, obviously, it doesn't look exactly like it. and it's unfortunate, but with the Mountain Dew scheme, I mean, look at this. If you try to put the Mountain Dew right there, that doesn't look good. And if we're trying to really stay true to the color of the scheme, that's your closest bet. So we also had, I believe, I can't really see from this angle, but I'm believing that's the National Guard back there. We don't have that scheme, but what we do have is Brandon, I believe is how you call that. Professional agriculture, those guys, and that has double layered text going on for you. So we're gonna go with that, and then of course on the back we'd want to go with some Hunt Brothers pizza. So honestly, it's kind of disappointing that you can't get any closer to that. I mean, let's look at these schemes here. I mean, those are what you're gonna need. It's just not really a scheme. I mean, that looks kind of cool. But there's not really a scheme that's going to get you any closer to that other than that one right there. I mean, we can keep looking here for a little bit, but there's really nothing else that's going to get you. I mean, that looks really cool, and if Dale Jr. had driven that, I'd say, hey, I will settle for that. But he never really had a scheme with that, with the Mountain Dew and those colors. But that is an awesome looking car, by the way, guys, so take a look at that. The fiery Hunt Brothers pizza. That looks really cool. Very cool looking car there. Like that. Look at that. Okay. Let's look at this for a moment. Look at that. That is sweet looking. Okay. That is... Ooh. Like that flame job. Okay. But back to the other thing. I mean, that one, that looks good side profile wise. But then just having the whole front green, that doesn't look good. So honestly... Yeah. That's just the best. That's the best looking at it. I mean, there's not going to be a perfect, but for me, that's the closest you're going to get. So, so there we go, guys. There is Dale Jr.'s classic Mountain Dew scheme. Absolutely love that one. That's very cool. Also love the spoiler on it, too. Those are cool cars. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy that. I got more Dale Jr. schemes coming up, but there you go. And don't forget about that... flame job either. That's pretty cool. So see you guys next time on the Combustion Gamer.